So, Kane, what do you think about time travel?
I think it's impossible.
Well, the movie you just watched has a bunch of people your age making a time machine, and they did it, so you're kind of dumb.
Yeah, I know.
Project Almanac. Project Almanac is directed by Dean Israelite, and it stars a bunch of people we don't know. The main character in this film is actually the Liam Neeson's daughter is marrying in Taken 3, and that's the only person we know in this film. Actually, do you know anybody in this film?
I think I know the Asian guy from somewhere.
Well, there you have it. We think that we know somebody from somewhere, but that's it. Since we don't know who these actors are, we don't think we know any movies that have them in it, I didn't think that the performances were that bad. The lead dude was alright, I guess, but I don't have any big complaints that have to do with performances. What about you?
I think that the main character, he did a good job as his character unfolded throughout the movie. I think that his sister, who is portrayed by Virginia Gardner, I think she should have had more lines since she had like kind of a big role in the film since she was filming and everything. I think she had a bigger role. I think Sophia Black, I think she could have been better with her acting. I feel like she didn't show any emotion.
The plot of this film is pretty simple. The main character's name is David. He finds his dad's time machine down in the basement since his dad disappeared from his life. So David and his friends, they find the time machine, they learn how to use it and master it, and if you and your friends got a hold of a time machine, you'd probably do some really irresponsible things. Am I right?
Probably.
Okay. So when they master this time machine, they go back in time and they fix a bunch of things that aren't important. I guess that's the irresponsible side of the teenagers. Because if it was me, I would have went back and met like Abraham Lincoln or something, and I might have shot him. I don't know.
Why would you shoot Abraham Lincoln?
I don't know. I've seen my name in the history books. Might have been a cool thing.
But you go down as a murderer.
That too. And once they keep going back in time, fixing their mistakes, it messes up the timeline, so things are just going bad, and then David keeps going back to try to fix all his mistakes, and it's just a really formulaic time machine, time travel movie.
It was very slow towards the beginning of the movie, about like the first 10 minutes, and then like I think it got too fast. After that, you could barely keep up with it.
And you said the film got a little bit too fast as it progressed, and I completely agree with you, because the first half of this film is very fun. You just watching these kids have a great time with this time machine, because they go back to have all fun in these events over again, and they can make it to where they have even more fun than the first time. But about halfway through this film, all hell breaks loose, and just fun is dropped and intensity levels rise out the roof, and then that's just the rest of the film.
I feel like this stuff hits the fan way too quick.
Now, I think that the writing for this film is actually pretty well done. I think that it's really original, because these kids are going around using the time machine, and they're referencing all these different time travel films like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Looper, Back to the Future, and other films like that. And it allows you to relate to these people more than you'd think you'd be able to with it being a time travel film.
I felt that some parts of the movie were predictable, but then there was more parts that weren't predictable, so I mean it kind of kept me on the edge of my seat.
With all that being said, I thought that the ending was bad. I thought the ending was horrible. It was written bad. I thought the dialogue at the end was bad. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean I gotta agree with you on that one. I don't like the fact that it just starts over pretty much, you know?
Yeah, and it's just like what's going to happen to them after that, because they mastered the time machine. It's not like we're asking for them to go on to a completely different story, because it's still pertaining to the same group of kids. It didn't add anybody. Yeah. It's not dealing with anything besides the same people and the same idea.
I mean, like, are they just going to keep doing what they were doing? Is it just going to keep, like, a continuous thing?
The world will never know. So with all that being said, guys, I'm going to give this film a C+. It's not the best found footage film that we've ever seen, because I still give that one a Chronicle. The first half of this film is very fun. You're just having a great time watching these teenagers time travel. But then the climax hits, and then all the levels of fun drop, and intensity rises, and it's just not as enjoyable as it was. And the thing that really got me was that the ending was really bad, and the ending is the last thing you remember about the movie, and it's probably the freshest thing in your mind after you leave the movie and you go and talk about it to other people.
Well, I'd give the movie a B because of the writing in it, and another reason I'd give it a B is because of the plot, how it sped up too quick. Also, another reason is because of Sophia Black's performance in the movie, and because they didn't give Virginia Gardner enough lines in the movie whenever she played such a big role in it.
So guys, that's our thoughts on Project Almanac. If you've seen the film, comment below, let us know what you thought about it. If you like this video, subscribe to our channel, keep coming back for new videos, and we'll see you guys later.